let's begin. We are going to practice a little bit, obviously, in line with the new year. So, Happy New Year for all of you. I wish you an amazing 2021. And today's practice is going to be a little bit dedicated to whatever you need to let go of 2020 and whatever you want to bring in, or whatever intention that you want to set for 2021. So that is what we will be working with. We are going to start in a reclined butterfly position, a Supta Baddha Konasana, which you probably want to do without a cushion. So you're just going to lay flat onto your back, and you bring the soles of your feet together, your knees out wide to the side, and your arms, your hands can be either facing up to the sky, just a little bit away from the knees. Add a little bit of a heart opener here. Bring the arms overhead and just lightly clasp your fingers together. You close your eyes there. And you start to breathe. Deep belly breaths. Allowing the breath to start all the way down in the lower belly. And letting the chest rise and expand. And with your exhales, your body softens. I'm just taking a few moments here to relax and to arrive on your mat. To feel into your body. Noticing whatever signs your body's giving you today. Where is the tightness holding? And where can you relax a little more? And being mindful here as well, how you stepped on the mat today. It might be your first yoga practice of the year, or maybe your second, your third, but not that many at least. So just taking a moment here to be mindful. How did you step onto the mat? What are you bringing onto the mat today? What do you need to let go of from 2020? And what do you want to bring in for the new year? What intentions are you setting for yourself? It's a new beginning. New Year is always a beautiful moment to reflect a little bit on these things. So just let your practice be dedicated to those intentions today. And whatever they are, with them in mind, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then you slowly bring your arms back down if you had them over your head and towards the knees. And then just hug the knees in towards your chest for a moment. Just making some circles with the knees, allowing the lower back to get a little massage. And then from there, extend your legs all the way up to the sky, hands next to the hips, flexing the feet. So you're actively straightening both of your legs, pressing the heels up to the sky. Quads, your hamstrings, everything you've got. The tailbone stays down. The belly pulls lightly in towards the spine so the lower back stays in the ground. Take a breath in here. And after you exhale, bend your knees. Come into a happy baby pose. So for happy baby, bending into those knees, ankles on top of the knees. And you grab a hold of the outer edges of your feet, or maybe your ankles, or even the backs of the hamstrings is fine. And then drop your shoulders relaxed down again. The back of the head is in the floor. And you want to actively draw your tailbone also down towards the mat. And then you stay connected to a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And feel free to sway a bit from side to side here. If you need to open up into the hips in any other way, maybe extending one leg, maybe the other. Just play around here a little bit, whatever your body needs. Just slowly waking it up after the holidays. One more big breath in. And with your exhale, slowly let your feet go. Now step the feet down, but keep the knees bent. Bring your forearms down the floor and press yourself up from there. Onto the hands. Now the hands come down as well. The fingers are facing forwards and pressing both palms and the feet down into the mat. You're going to lift your hips up for a reverse tabletop. Squeeze your glutes and see if you can get the hips at least as high as your knees, maybe even a little bit higher. You want to try to squeeze the shoulder blades together here, lifting the chest and keeping your inner thighs engaged. One more big breath in, come even higher. And then with your exhale, drop the hips back down, but don't let them touch the ground fully. Slide them in between the hands, hover them just above the floor. So you're super strong in the arms. One more inhale, hover. And then slowly release the hips down. Flex the feet. Inhale, arms rise up, lengthen up. And with your exhale, fold forwards. Paschimottanasana. Just an easy seated forward fold. And because it's quite early in the practice, this may feel quite tight. It doesn't matter. Just allow your upper body to relax, to soften, and the back of your neck to be fully released. And you keep that breath deep down through the lower belly. And every exhale, you let go a little more. Whatever it was that you wanted to let go from last year, leave it behind here. One more breath in. And then you slowly rise all the way back up. Now cross your legs. Bring the hands in front of you so you can roll over your knees and come into a wide-legged child's pose. So knees out to the edges of your mat, big toes together to touch. And you walk your hands all the way to the front. And drop your forehead down to the floor. Allow your elbows to be soft, your belly soft, shoulders soft. And breathe. Feel free to give your hips a little bit of a sway here from side to side. Again, just slowly warm up the body and to create some space for all those new things we want to bring in for 2021. One more good breath in. And then slowly press yourself all the way up onto the hands. Bring the knees back to the center. Tuck your toes under. And from there, straight away, shoot your hips up high for a downward facing dog. And then keep some movement there if you want to. Pelling the heels out a little bit. Bending your knees a few times. Maybe the hips from side to side, whatever you need.
And then find some stillness here. Pressing the heels down to the floor. Spreading your fingers nice and wide. Tailbone goes up to the sky. And you pull your belly in strong. Two big breaths in here. And then you take a deep breath in to lift your heels between the hands. And then start to ripple the body all the way forwards into a high plank. In that high plank, strong core, pressing the floor actively away from you. So the shoulder blades are rounded, squeezing glutes, thighs, everything you've got. And then take a good inhale. And deep exhale. One more breath, just building up some strength here. And with your exhale, soften the knees, come back into downward facing dog. We'll do that twice more. Inhale, lifting heels, ripple body forwards, high plank. Stay into that rounded shoulders. And with your exhale, bend the knees, shoot the hips back up, down dog. Last one. Inhale, ripple forwards. And exhale for downward facing dog. And now one more time. Inhale to lift the heels, look in between the hands, step or float, top of your mats. Landing lightly if you jump. And then finding the feet about hip width apart, slight bend into the knees, grab a hold of your opposite elbows, and just find a nice and deep forward fold. Again, the upper body is soft and relaxed. And you're very free to sway again a bit from side to side. Just allowing that full release in the upper body. One more inhale. And then slowly let your arms go. Bend the knees, start to roll up to standing. Vertebra by vertebra, taking your time. And then swing the arms up high as well. Inhale. With your exhale, you're going to interlock the fingers and shoot the index fingers up to the sky like a pistol here. One more inhale to lengthen up. Make yourself as tall as you can. And with your exhale, lean over to your right side. And when we lean over, you really want to try to kind of lift your upper body up and over something. So we're not collapsing into the lower back. And stay connected with that deep breath. Gentle tuck of your tailbone under. Engaging your core. Again, protecting lower back. One more inhale. And slowly come back to center. Exhale. Inhale to lengthen it up again. With your exhale, bring it over to the other side. Finding the length through the fingertips. And really opening and breathing into the side body here. One more breath in. And come back to center. Releasing the hands down towards the heart space. And then inhale, swing the arms up again. Exhale, dive it down and forwards. Inhale, come halfway lift into a flat back. Pull the belly into the spine. Find length through the crown of the head. And pull the belly really strongly in there. Take a deep inhale. And exhale to fold. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, flat back. Find even more length. Exhale to fold. One more. Inhale, flat back. And exhale to fold as deep as you can. Now, lift your left foot off the mat and step it to the back of the mat. Taking a moment to find enough space between the feet, and when you're ready, you can drop your back knee down. Now, from there, bring the arms up high to the sky. Inhale. And exhale, melt down. Tucking your tailbone gently in. Pulling the belly in and the ribs in. Dropping your shoulders. And making sure that right knee does not go too far over the right ankle there. And now if you want to intensify
your stretch here a little bit. Then grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand and lean over to your right side. Again, lifting the upper body up first, and then you lean over something. Deep breaths. Keep your core engaged. Allowing the hips to melt even deeper if you have that space there. Noticing the opening into the hips. One more inhale. And with your exhale, hands down to the floor, frame your front foot. Shoot your hips back for a moment, extending the right leg. Flex the right foot up in towards the face here. Now square your hips and pull the belly in towards the spine. Take another inhale here. And then you slowly move all the way back forward, bending again into the right knee. Keep your left hand down and lift the right hand up for an easy twist. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, pressing the left hand firmly into the floor, and the same for the right big toe. Then from here, we're going to move with our breath. With your inhale, you're going to scoop the right hand over the floor as if you're scooping something up. Make a big circle with your exhale. Through the back, it comes down again. 2 more like that. Inhale, scoop it up and over. Exhale through the back and down. 1 more big circle. Open that shoulder as far as you can. And exhale, release. Now plant the right hand down. Lift your back knee off the mat. Step back into that plank position. Keep pressing the floor away with both of your hands. Squeeze those glutes and fire up that core. Take an inhale here. And with your exhale, either your knees go down to the floor, you take a full chaturanga down. Untuck toes. Inhale for a baby cobra. Lifting the chest. Squeeze shoulder blades together. And exhale, release it down. Tuck your toes and press back up through plank. Maybe knees up. Exhale for downward facing dog. Take another 2 good breaths in there. Maybe let it go with a sigh. Just to release some of that stocked energy. And then inhale, lifting the heels. Look between your hands. Step or float again, top of your mat. Coming halfway lift, inhale. And exhale to fold. Bending knees, roll up to standing. Take your time. Swing the arms up nice and high. With your exhale, lean over to your right side. Interlock fingers. We'll be repeating that one. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean to your left side. Inhale to center. And with your exhale, diving it down again. Other side. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Plant your hands. Step your right foot to the back this time. Create space between both of the feet. And then drop your back knee down. Inhale, both arms. Swing up to the sky. And melt the hips forwards and down. Engaging the core. Pulling your ribs in. And find that sensation of melting for the hips there. Opening the chest. One more good breath in. And if you want to intensify this time, grab a hold of your right wrist with your left hand and lean over to your left side. Keep melting the hips. And keep that core strong. Keeping the big left toe down. And allow that space in the hips to be created. One more inhale. And with your exhale, release the hands down to the floor. And extending your left leg, flexing the left toes up in towards the face. Squaring the hips here. And keeping the belly active. The spine is long and your heart stays lifted. And the more you flex that left foot, the better the stretch into that left leg is going to be. One more inhale. And then gently move it all the way back forwards again. Keep the right hand down this time. Left hand lifts. Easy twist. Keep melting into the hips here. Don't make it too easy on yourself. And keep pressing into the left big toe. Reaching all the way through the left fingertips and actively pressing the floor away with the right hand, sorry. And we're going to use our breath again here. So with your next inhale, scoop that left arm over the floor. And with your exhale, big circle all the way through the back. Inhale to scoop. Exhale through the back. Inhale to scoop. And exhale through the back. Then planting the left hand down again. Lift the back knee off. Press firmly into hands. Step back into plank. Big breath in here. And with your exhale, chaturanga down. Keep the elbows tucked in towards the body. Inhale, cobra. Maybe full one this time, extending your arms, lifting the heart, and really keep the shoulders away from your ears. And with your exhale, back into downward facing dog. Take a good breath there. And then lift your heels in your inhale. Look in between hands. Step or jump. Top of mats. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees, start to roll up to standing. Lift the arms up high to sky. Look up. With your exhale, lean over to your right. Inhale, back to center. Lengthen. Exhale, lean over to your left. And then inhale, come back to center. This time, exhale, hands come into your heart space. Coming into Utkatasana, chair pose, bending knees, scooping arms over the floor, and then lift them up. Keep the knees bent, sink the hips down low. Arms are next to the ears. Engage your core. And gently pulling the tailbone under to create that neutral spine in the back. And squeeze those glutes. Let that body work again after the holidays. It's okay to feel it. Take one more inhale. Lengthen through your fingertips. Now with your exhale, swing the arms all the way behind you. Really active fingers, squeezing the shoulder blades together there. And lifting the chest up and forward while you keep the core engaged. Inhale, we swing the arms up again. Keep the hips low. Exhale, swing them back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, swing it back. Stay low. One more time. Go even deeper. Inhale. And with your exhale, dive it down and forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale to fold. Now step your feet back into plank. And then take your choice, either lowering down chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. It's up to you. Inhale, cobra up dog. And exhale for downward facing dog. Taking 2 deep breaths in that downward facing dog. And from there, you're going to lift your right leg high up towards the sky. And when you do that, flexing the right toes, squaring the hips, and pull the belly in towards the left thigh. Really soft into the shoulders. Active in the hands. One more inhale there. Lift the back leg higher. And with your exhale, draw the right knee in towards your chest. Tiger curl. Shoulders come forwards, just over the wrists. Inhale, right leg back up high. And with your exhale, step your right foot forwards, in between your hands. This time, the back knee stays up. Lifting the arms, high lunge. Melting on your exhale. Pulling your core in. And you may find a slight bend into your back knee. So you find the neutrality in the back of your spine. Shoulders are soft. Then take a deep inhale here. With your exhale, find those arrow arms again. So you swing them all the way through the back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Really active fingers. Lift them up as high as you can. Inhale, swing them up again. Exhale. Inhale, 2 more. Exhale. Last one, big breath in. Exhale it out. Strong legs. And then bring the arms up high to the sky. Inhale. And with your exhale, open up for warrior 2. In warrior 2, right knee is deeply bent, back leg is straight. Your left toes point out to the left. Tuck your tailbone under. And you want to make sure that that right knee doesn't pop in. You want to keep it open to the right. Extend your arms, shoulders soft. And breathe. Connecting to your breath. Even though it may feel hard physically, allow your breath to slow down your mind. And then take a good inhale to flip the right palm, reach it forward to reverse. So the right knee stays bent, squeezing the right glute. And you breathe into the side body. Soft shoulders, lifting the chest. And find that fire in your core. Take an inhale here. Now with your exhale, finding a side angle position. Maybe that right elbow lands on the knee. Maybe you want to go a little deeper. That's up to you. Drawing the right hip underneath the body. And really opening the left shoulder there. Left arm reaches overhead. Let's flow with our breath here. So inhale, reverse again. Exhale for side angle. Inhale, reverse. You start to feel that in your legs, I know. Exhale. One more. Inhale, reverse. And with your exhale, hands down to the floor. Sliding that right foot all the way up to the sky. Back up, bend your knee, and open up the hip. Bringing that right heel as close to your bum as possible, lifting the right knee as far away from the mat as you can. Take a deep breath in. And then you have an option. You can come onto your left tippy toes, pivot, and come into wild thing, dropping right foot behind the left leg, and from there lifting the hips up. No need to push. If you want to stay in that first position, it's totally fine. And take it easy. We will be back here today. Take one more breath in. And with your exhale, slowly bring the right hand back down. Come into plank and lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale for downward facing dog. Deep inhale. And deep exhale. And we'll take it to the other side. Lift your left leg high up to the sky. Big breath in. Flex the left toes. Square hips and shoulders. Strong core. Big inhale. And exhale, knee to your nose. Shoulders over wrist. Tiger curl. Pull that left knee a little higher up in towards the chest. Hover there for a moment. And then shoot it back up high. Inhale. And exhale, step left foot forward in between your hands. And then lifting both arms up, high to sky. Inhale. Exhale to melt. High lunge. Maybe finding that baby bend into the back knee. So you can easily draw that tailbone under. Pull the inner thighs together to square the hips there. And we're going to take a breath in to lengthen through the fingers. And with your exhale, aeroplane arms. So squeeze them all the way to the back. And the upper body comes like 45 degrees. Inhale, swing it up again. Exhale. Inhale, swing it up. Keep your core engaged. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Then swing it up. Last time. Inhale. Exhale to open up for warrior 2. Bending deep into the left knee. Check the alignment of your heels. So the left heel is aligned with the crease of your back foot. And extending your arms.
And again, making note here that that left knee is not popping in. And checking that your shoulders are stacked on top of the hips. Go a little bit deeper if you can. Then inhale to flip your palm, to reach forwards and reverse. Open the chest, open the heart, and keep that core always engaged. Can you bend a little deeper into the front knee? And stay connected to that breath. Inhale here. With your exhale, find your side angle position. Same way you did it on the other side. So maybe that elbow, maybe the hand was down. You decide. Wherever you are, draw the left hip underneath the body. Don't let it stick out too much. And then open the heart space. Breathing deep. And then moving with our breath again here. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Stay into the legs. They don't change. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale to reverse. And this time with your exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. And then slide that left foot all the way back up to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Lifting the knee up as high as you can. And then optional to come onto your right tippy toes. Pivot and drop the left foot behind your right leg. And from there, lift the hips up, open the chest. And find wild thing. Beautiful heart expression. Take a good inhale here. And with your exhale, hand down to the floor. Come into plank, lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. 2 big breaths. And then slowly lifting heels, looking in between the hands, stepping or floating, top of your mats. Coming halfway lift, flat back inhale. Exhale to fold again. Bending your knees and rolling all the way up to standing. Swing the arms up high. Interlock fingers. Lean over to your right side. Exhale. Inhale back to center. Lengthen. Exhale to your left. Inhale to center. And with your exhale, we dive it down straight away again. We keep flowing. Inhale, flat back. Lengthen even further. Exhale, fold even deeper. Then step or jump back into plank. Lower down. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Movement and breath together. Lifting right leg high to sky. Inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot forwards in between the hands. Inhale, both arms up, high lunge. Exhale, aeroplane arms. One more time, inhale, lift up. Now the second time you go, you can either do the exact same thing or you fly, lifting your back leg off. Still, same idea, full aeroplane. So arms come to the back, active fingers. Pull the belly into your spine. Shoulders away from your ears. Good, breath in. And then drop your foot slowly all the way down. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flip palm, reach, reverse. Stay for the exhale. Breath in here, reach back. Exhale for your side angle. One breath in here. And then exhale, hands down to the floor. Pivot onto your back foot. Find your twist. So right hand lifts. Melt into your hips. Now from there, we're going to do that same scoop. So take an inhale to swing the right hand over the floor, scoop it up, and then swing it back. 2 more. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale through the back. Inhale, scoop it up. And exhale through the back and bring the hand all the way down. From here, pressing firmly into hand so you can lift the right foot off the mat. Bend the knee, open up the hip. And if you want, you can come straight from here into another wild thing. Lifting the hips up, opening the heart. Being strong in that left hand. And here as well, we'll move with our breath. So you take an inhale to sink the hips down to the floor. Bring the elbow in towards your belly. With your exhale, lift up and expand. 2 more. Inhale, sink it down. Exhale, expand. Inhale, sink it down. And exhale, expand. From there, bring right down to the floor. Come into plank position, but don't lower down yet. Drop your heels to your right side. And lift your left hand off the mat for a side plank. Now, if this is a little bit too much, you have always the option to bring the right knee down and make it a supported side plank. But if you choose, lift the hips away from the floor. Lengthen through the left fingers. Big breath in. And then slowly left hand down. And now you can flow it out. Good. Feel free to skip these vinyasas if that's what you need today. Or if you've had enough. Big breath in. Big breath out. When you're ready, other side. Lifting your left leg high up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, left leg high. Shoot it up. Exhale, left foot forwards in between the hands. Inhale, both arms up. High lunge. Exhale for arrow arms. Inhale, up. With your exhale again, choose if you want to fly or stay where you are. You have balance. Find the balance. Square hips and point the toes away from you. Inhale. Slowly with your exhale, drop the foot. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flip palm, reach. Go deeper. Reverse exhale. Exhale, side angle. 1 breath, inhale. Exhale, both hands down to floor. Pivot onto back foot. Find your easy twist. Left hand lifts. Melt the hips down here, but keep your back leg straight. Lengthen through the left fingers. And then find your flow again here for the shoulder. Inhale, scoop with the left hand. Big shoulder circle. Exhale through the back. Inhale to the front. Exhale back. Last one. Inhale. And exhale through the back. Planting the left hand down. So you can press, lift the left leg up to the sky again. Bend the knee, open up the hip. And you have your option if you want to. A wild thing again. Open the heart space. And let's use our breath here. So take an inhale to sink the hips down. Bring elbow into belly. Exhale, expand again. Inhale, sink it down. Nice and soft. Exhale, come bigger. Last one. Inhale, sink it down. Exhale, full expansion. Now drop your left hand down to floor. Come into high plank. And from there, drop your heels to your left side. Finding your side plank there. So you're really strong into your left arm here. And you're reaching through the right fingertips. And try not to kind of let the hips fold there. Lift them up and away from the floor actively. Inhale there. And then bring the right hand down. Chaturanga. Breathe it out. And flow it out. Good inhale. Big exhale. Lift your heels. Look in between the hands. Step or float. Top of your mats. Coming halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale to fold. Bending knees. Roll up to standing. Swing the arms up high. Exhale, hands into your heart space. Allowing the thumbs to connect with your heart. Roll the shoulders back and down. Close your eyes here for a moment. And check in with yourself. How does your body feel? Are you creating space for all the things that you want to bring in 2021? Are you connected with your intentions? And then slowly open up your eyes. Swing the arms up high to the sky. Inhale here. Interlock fingers. Exhale, lean to your right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean to your left. Inhale to center. Exhale, slowly dive it down. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Optional to step back in down dog or flow one last time together here. And when you've reached your down dog, you can bring your knees out as wide as your mat again. Coming back into that wide-legged child's pose. Just allow the body to rest. Dropping forehead. Relaxing shoulders, neck, hips, everything. And noticing where in your body you can soften a little more. Where you're still tightening. Connecting back to your intentions. Allowing yourself to manifest whatever you want to bring in. By visualizing it, by speaking it, by believing it. One last breath here. And a deep exhale out. And then you gently press up through the palms of the hands. Walk the hands all the way back to the body. And bring the hands behind you. Keep the knees as they are, lifting the hips up. Inhale. Squeeze shoulder blades together. Little back bend. Strong into the glutes. Lift the hips. Press the hips forwards. One more breath. And then release. Now swing your legs forwards. Either side, doesn't matter. And bend into your knees, but in such a way that the feet walk quite far away from you, that you're almost unable to keep the soles of the feet down. And then bring the hands behind you with the fingers facing away from you this time, so towards the back. Walk the hands a little further off. And from there, you start to wiggle your hips towards your heels as far as you can until you feel a really good stretch into the shoulders here. So for some, that point comes quicker than for others. Doesn't matter as long as you feel that point. And then really try to press into the pinky fingers. You want to make sure the whole palm is down, and those pinky fingers actually protect the elbow from hypertension. And then maybe close your eyes. And if you need to walk the hands further away or the hips further down, do so. If you need to come back a little, do so too. And just breathe there. Into that shoulder space. Relax your neck, the shoulders, and your face. One more big inhale. And with your exhale, gently walk the hands back towards the body. If you need to, shake out the wrists, the shoulders a little bit here if that's what you feel right now. Then we're going to take it to the opposite direction. So you can stay exactly as you are. You're just going to bring your feet out a little wider. And you're going to bring the tops of your hands to the, or let's say the outsides of your waist. So the tops of the hands are on the sides. Then bring the elbows, and I know this feels really funny, but bring the elbows insides of your knees. And you may feel that already. From here, you're going to gently press the elbows further together with your knees. This pose is called chicken wings. It's a terrible name, obviously, but it does a job, I guess. What you want to create here is obviously that you feel a good stretch in the shoulders. If you don't feel anything, then you bring the hands further onto the back, so it's more difficult to get, the elbows on the insides. For me, that's not possible, so I keep them on my sides. If it's too much, then you can bring the hands also further onto the belly. So play around with that point for you. You can allow the spine to round, your head can be heavy, and just keep the belly nice and soft. And again, just breathe into wherever you feel the stretch. And keeping the pressure with the knees so legs are active. One more big breath in. And then you slowly release, rise up. I shake the wrists out again, make some circles with it. And from there, just extend your legs out to the front, bring them together, flex the toes. Take a big inhale, lifting the arms up high to the sky. Exhale, fold forwards. So again, a Paschimottanasana, a forward fold, a seated forward fold. And just checking in here, how different this one feels compared to the first round. Notice the more space you've got. Notice where you can let go a little more. And see if you can keep your arms nice and soft. No need to pull the feet. If you want to get any strength from anywhere, then use your core to pull you forwards. Last big breath in here. Deep breath out. And then gently lifting the head off. Bring the body back up. Hands come behind you. Bend the knees. Finding that reverse tabletop again. Inhale, squeezing glutes. Lift the hips up as high as you can. With your exhale, soften the hips down and hover. Inhale, lift up again. Squeeze it harder, higher. Exhale down and hover. Last one. Inhale to lift up. Hold it. Keep pressing into your palms. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And slowly release it all the way down. And from there, allow yourself to roll down onto your backs. Hug the knees in towards your chest. And again, just a little roll with the lower back over the floor. Check in with your body, relax it. And then find the happy baby pose again. We're ending our practice the exact same way as we started it. So be very mindful of the shift that you feel in each pose compared to the first round. Notice the extra space. Notice the sensations. Slow down your breath. Keep drawing the tailbone down to the floor. So it's an active pose. You may extend one leg, two legs, just to add a little bit more if that's what you need. Big belly breath. And then slowly bring your knees back together. Now, if you want, give you two options. One is an easy twist on both sides, like we usually would end our practice. Or if you want to bring in an extra inversion, we are going to try shoulder stand. So for shoulder stand, extend your legs up to the sky. You're kind of going to find some momentum by rolling a little bit over the back, using your elbows to lift up. And then at some point, when you have the momentum, you're going to shoot your legs up to the sky, pointing the toes. Hands come onto the lower back. And you walk your elbows as close in towards one another as possible. And then put some pressure onto the shoulders so there's not too much tension onto the neck. Keep your gaze up to the sky. And I'm really squeezing the glutes in and under so you find a long line from shoulders through hips towards the feet. And then really try to soften the breath. Maybe close the eyes. And what we're doing here is, and what we actually do in every inversion, is to allow the energy that we created in our practice to circulate through the body. So with your eyes closed, just notice what you feel in your legs, what you feel in your upper body, your head. 3 more breaths. Keep lengthening. Try not to collapse. And very gently bend your knees and take this really slowly. Try not to roll down too quick. Vertebra by vertebra, supported by your hands. You roll yourself down. Just plant the feet down for a moment. Take a big breath. And our counter pose is called fish pose. It's a little bit difficult to explain, so you may want to listen carefully. You're going to bring your hands into a diamond shape. So index fingers together, thumbs together, and the hands like that, you're going to bring them underneath your buttocks with the palms facing down. So you're going to lay your hips down on top of that diamond shape. And then from there, you push yourself up into your forearms and walk the elbows underneath your body. So really, again, bringing the elbows as close together as possible. Now bring your big toes together to touch and point the toes really actively away from you. So your legs are fully engaging. And then you press through the forearms, lifting the heart up to the sky. Palms pressing down, and you may release the head all the way to the back. Fish pose. So you find a deep opening into the heart space. If you want to add a little more, you can even lift the feet off the mat, keeping the legs together and straight. One more inhale. And then slowly release the feet. Bring the chin back towards the chest. Release the hands from underneath your buttocks and roll all the way down on the mat. And then the last pose as we started, Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring your legs into butterfly position. Arms can be overhead if that's what you need right now. Or just keep them next towards you. Close your eyes. And breathe. Staying connected to that breath. And check in with your body. Notice how it feels. Notice the tiny sensations of energy rushing around after your practice. And give yourself permission one more time here. If there's anything left from 2020 that wasn't serving you, then place it next to you on the mat right now and leave it there. And from there, you can choose to stay exactly as you are if this is comfortable enough, or feel free to come into your final Shavasana, fully stretching out onto your mat. Feet out wide, arms out wide, shoulders away from your ears, into full relaxation. Allow your body to get really heavy. And notice for the last time which parts of you could soften more, relax more. And let it go there. Body is totally relaxed, heavy and grounded, ready, open to take on whatever 2021 will bring you. She has been feeling it for a while now, that sense of awakening. There's a gentle rage simmering inside of her, and it is getting stronger by the day. She will hold it close to her. She will nurture it and let it grow. She won't let anyone take it away from her. It is her rocket fuel, and finally, she is going places. She can feel it down to her very core. This is her time. She will not only climb mountains, she will move them too. So, with your intentions in mind, go move some mountains this year. Slowly starting to bring movement back into your body, wiggling toes and fingers. And any way that feels good for you, with your eyes closed, make your way up to a seated cross-legged position. And then you bring your hands into your heart space, palms together, prayer. Roll the shoulders back. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale to let it go. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And bowing the forehead down towards your fingers. Taking home off the mats into your new year, whatever you need to take. And leaving behind whatever you needed to leave behind. The love and the light in me honors the love and the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining my practice tonight.